util and then re-hit when they have that advantage.
Haven coming in.
Pulled that out of them. Haven is such a big
LQN8R.
When you're
So
trying to
like
take A, you can't
Lenata or something?
DRX's attack side on this map is the side that typically looks the best. And I think it's because
Either way, bro, thank you so much. Thank you for the 2 months. You want EDG to win against T1. We'll get a Kang. You want a Kang Demon 1 battle? Yeah, it could be kind of crazy. Which with the Gecko, yeah, they've always run it really. They've run it for a long time, like 6, 7 times.
Thank you, Golden Boy. Haven to decide it all, Paula. Remember, this is an elimination match. One of these.
What's this thing next to me? Hamster. Hamster. I'm not sure I can call it a hamster enclosure. I guess I was going to call it a hamster cage, but it's like a hamster resort, to be honest.
Historically, it's been there for them. They've always made it to playoffs in the last 2 years. They haven't missed once. The only time they did was back at Champions 2021. Such a surprise to see them even in this position. And Foot, a chance to be the first team since SMB way back to really do some damage in a group stage. And with the pressure off, they've already qualified for Champions at this point since yesterday.
Right, let's see the Haven. Both of these teams, like I said, have looked a little bit. It's always been the map that kind of like gets floated for these teams. It's not good enough to be like a pick ever. But they're, yeah, definitely not the best win percentage for these teams on this map, so that could be kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure. I would probably favor DRX a little bit. Yoke with the Prime, thanks so much, dude. With the 4 months, we have DRX on defense, Foot on attack. And we get some info here as he gets away for free with that. Yoke, mate, appreciate you using the Prime on me. We go down mid, 4 people here.
Mr. Fallen to expect that angle.
Yeah, what's the reaction now?
Is crazy.
It does some good damage here. The reaction is to hit over towards A. What's the win condition for Foot in this half? Their A exit has been like incredible. So probably a lot of that. Like the A exec is honestly how I remember it there. They win a lot of their rounds, so just getting a lot of A control. It's like a big winning condition for me. I don't know, I would like to see Kiwi take an attack up. I think they probably don't need too many rounds, but their defense should be relatively good. But the good thing with this comp is they can just exec from A, and they do just abuse it all the time.
Mako clean. How much more can they find as Buzz gets a second trying to spam through? And
okay, nice retake from them. They gotta at least make sure that if this fast flank is happening as well, that they're defending behind. So it's very good from DRX. They were happy to leave this all on the same page. Sova made sure that he left this once they got some mid control. And I like this. It was a good pistol.
4-person flanks. That's crazy.
Limes _ FPS with the Prime. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
The space that they had at the beginning of the map. Yeah, sure. Take that space. Go for it. Go extra. Mosh had a lot of work to do. Krax was completely stunned up, couldn't really deal and help with him. Not only is that dart lighting everybody up, but it's also lighting the players down.
The dart was incredible.
So good. Out of Sass.
Right, full bite for DRX. This is interesting.
They're getting going early.
It's exactly what they need. You talk about getting
going early. We've got 1 person in terms of stacks, just going for a ghost on this one.
Doesn't look like he's going to be
when they normally buy up heavy with rifles.
Towards garage for now.
Traded stuns. What is that? Turret's not even broken yet, but it does allow Krax to take down RB. Breaks up the crossfire. Or creates a crossfire, I should say. Mako here to hold on.
Mako's playing a mini game, having to shoot all utility
Mako's doing incredible though.
From the floor beneath him. Somehow still staying around. Zest swinging through, and that should clean things up.
Scratching my head at that smoke.
Okay.
For Mr. Fallen on spawn.
Really, really good. I mean, he just wanted to fast smoke just to get out as an eco.
Pounce out of it.
Basically, they didn't want to. They didn't want a duel. They didn't want to take a long range duel, so it was just to get out.
You're right though, Mako.
It's just an eco. It's fine. Right, in terms of this one. We are buying a shorty into it.
The thing for him is.
All right.
And for Foot, it's surprising, but The only real thing
probably
is
over towards
they
Garage.
use a lot from cracks.
Let's see how FUT are going to play. Yeah, a
Trying to
lot
fight
of
it with nanoswarms from Maj, but
in terms of
mostly
like
just
win
to try to
condition,
land the
I don't
nano.
think they need too many
Not
rounds.
necessarily to get the flash off.
When if you looked at the Team Secret DRX game, a lot of it felt like DRX were relatively
I'm surprised
readable
at
in
the
their
amount of
attack,
success
especially with
that
their
FUT have
cores.
gotten with that fact.
And so
4
if
and 2
FUT
on
watched
this
that,
map,
I
it's
think
a
they
good
could
map
be
for
able to
them.
get like a really strong amount of rounds on their defense. So maybe they need like 4.
Here we see some of that utility combined with the Aftershock and the Dizzy.
Clears the complete left side of that site, so Mako has to play on the right. Smoke gonna be up soon.
And he's just going to fill in the space that they thought was cleared. He tucks right back behind it. And he has a teleport. He can get out if he feels too much pressure.
Now RB up close now. They're gonna try to fight together.
With the Bucky right out of the smoke, he's paranoid, but the wingman doesn't spot him. He doesn't spot him at all!
May their Bucky
RB with
Kings.
2, robbed of the 3rd, courtesy of Mako. Finally landing it, switching weapons and
Bucky
getting them all.
King.
A Prime Gaming flawless
Insane.
for
Okay,
DRX.
1 away from his ult. They win the bonus.
3-0
Great
with the
start from
circus
them.
act from RB, juggling.
Yeah, we're
back and
starting to
forth
see the
between
power of the
shotgun
Bucky.
and the Vandals.
We sing its praises on this stream, you know that.
And the follow-up for FUT. I mean, they use so much.
Nice
intel at
smokes
the
from
beginning of
Mako
that
to
round.
help him out here as well.
And yeah, they have a second wave, but they're literally repositioned from DRX's directly into that space that was cleared from FUT early on. When they used the Aftershock, when they used that mosh in the back left of sight. FUT back down to pistols. Yes, they've had success, but you can't continuously rely on the thrifty rounds to come through.
No, that has to break.
3 different
eventually.
roles for RB this series. Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the best
Anywhere
flexes we've
breaks.
seen. It's been really
Buzz
good.
going aggressive, looking to finish him off, as is DRX.
There's been a lot of good flexes actually at the moment.
And they're teed up for it. 1 away from another flawless. Buzz looking for the kill, and he's set up for it,
Okay,
but RB
strong
takes it.
rounds,
But
dude.
another
We get
Prime
1
Gaming
armor
flawless for
rebuy
DRX.
3,000 on top of all of this.
They gotta see the scoreboard here,
Holy.
'cause it's gotta look brutal for FUT. We got a glimpse of it. 3 kills total.
Smoggy, yeah, Forsaken.
3 kills and 3 Prime Gaming flawlesses from DRX. Talk about a form shift. Maybe this was their playground the entire time. I've been saying. This
Yeah, let's not
historically
get
has
too
been
carried
so
away. Their
good for
attack
DRX.
has
Over
been
and over and over. They come to
crazy readable.
against formidable teams and they make it really tough if
But-
not taking it. But they're
Yeah.
only 3-3 this
I think
season.
4 is the magic number for me for FUT.
50% win rate.
Let's see if
You
they
would
can get
think
there.
it with how they've played these opening few rounds.
It's interesting. Maybe it's because Pacific knows their tendencies on this map.
Note here, Krax has his ult. Keep a close eye on that.
Great shot from RB. Instantly takes down the Dizzy.
And stays alive.
Stun and flash used to keep them in that position. RB's got to get off of sight to play retake now. Especially with the... Oh, he's going to... Hello?
He repositions and he's... What? He's
broken.
not cleared!
Whoa.
Doesn't matter,
a
FUT
nice
still
hit.
gets what they want. Zest,
For the first time in that execute, looks like there's so much coming at you. There's so little to do if you're the player's backside except get off.
Might as
I'm
well
surprised
just
they
see
didn't
how
make
much
that
damage
decision.
he can do here. Like we said, their economy is outrageous. Probably gonna, FUT are probably gonna have to win 3, maybe even 4 in a row to break this. I imagine it'll actually be 4 in a row to break this. The economy is that outrageous.
Consider everything else.
They just can't hear. I mean, the ground
So
is
yeah,
rumbling.
let's see. This
Rumbling
was a
with their
nice
feet.
round. Did help with the ult, but we're gonna have a lot more
You have no
ults into
clue
the
what
next round here as
situation
well.
is. You could tell they were
Pretty close to a lot of these.
looking frantic on the site, trying to find the players who are actually hitting close to them.
Wonder if Zest is going to find any exits.
No,
Spotted one,
boss,
but
you gotta
just
go
one
more
bullet
aggro
fired.
than that. Okay,
But the target
insane
got
round from
found
FUT.
and
Really,
put it on the
really
board.
nice. They're gonna be very happy with that. 4 people alive, 3,000 on top.
Almost the final chance to stop that slow start Darius mentioned, to gain some momentum back. Kiwis just literally on a path to follow up on that thrash. Straight cutting through the site to follow it. Because you know, if you're right next to it, there's going to be spray into it at the very least.
Right.
If they're not getting the detain, you're going to be following
Like we
up on a
said
player
though,
who
they
hasn't
were
reset
kind of
his
close.
fire. They had to try to
But
spray transfer you,
the only
which is
ones they were 1
completely
away
utterly
from was
unreliable.
Knifes at Omen TP.
Gun still bound for DRX.
Smoke
And you see the money
to
set up
block
for
vision,
them to really put
and
together
fake
multiple
TP
rounds.
as well came in here, so that should hold 2 people towards A. Garage control it again. DRX deciding not to hold this, but Op is here.
Seems like they're just clearing
That's
some
nice.
visibility
Question
in
mark
Garage. They don't
created,
get it all. You still
and
see
the
one
question mark
nano on
over
the screen.
towards A has just been cleared. They just droned all
It
of
was
this,
just
so
the
now they
lock
can
on the
have
turret,
one
still
person
being
hold
the other
this,
nano is
and we
too.
can have a bit of a heavier rotate. So, good from both teams at the moment.
Note here with this hit, it's going to be really difficult to find space for the Op in the hands of
Yeah,
Les.
love that.
Kiwi has already gotten the kill out on
Love
his
that
stack.
as a freebie.
And the defenses of DRX are crumbling. You see him trying to funnel out of the site, trying to flood their way through.
Oh,
But
the
Zest
double
with two, and
hold.
Mako does
1
it as
HP
well.
for Mako. That's wild. Okay, the double hold
It
was too
seems so
strong. They all
labored, it seems
committed,
so
and yeah, they just
difficult.
came out on top here. Really
They
nicely done.
convert.
Not pushing the A-Link. DRX just spray and spray away. Look at this. Out of Zest
Wow.
and Mako. I mean, the thing there,
He actually gets 2 on 1 HP there.
Because that aftershock, I think, was probably obscuring their vision. That was their own aftershock. Into the front of that link, they did
Oh,
not
it's a bad
smoke it
start for
because they
Foot.
were just
The
in
good
middle
news
of
for them
mid-lane.
is that they had 4 people alive from the
Inside,
other
I'm
round, so
surprised.
four of them can buy, 1 of them
So
can't.
difficult to make sense.
Kiwi
Small
has
stack
knife,
on
so
the
they can
screen.
get a full
Instances like that.
buy into this one. But yeah, really important round. They need
And
to
that
make sure that they
proved to be the
win
window
this
for
as well. The
DRX to
timeout's
convert.
coming in. Maybe you see
Or
them
hold. I
go,
mean,
go back
essentially
over
a
towards
2v4
A.
there.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Their C hit from Garage looked pretty good.
Timeout for Foot right now.
But this was just nice.
We'll
This
have
was a
another good
good,
round.
still a good round
Despite being
overall,
reset.
to be honest.
Kiwi
Like the
with
clearing
knives.
of Garage was pretty good. I kind of want to
Time
see
to
how
start
DRX are
finding
going to approach Garage now.
A way to start
Now that
dealing
they
with
took it for
Buzz's
free this
offense
round,
really
do they
hasn't
want to
been
try and have a
factor so
punish
far. The
over
first
towards
round
Garage
was
here?
last time.
Or are they fine to just leave the op
Got the
again?
final kill. But they need to start thinking about where he's going to start posting up. He has so many different ways.
It's funny, I get that. But you're right, he's such a dynamic player with the Op.
I think getting up on top of the cinder blocks and short, he's one of the first Tets I saw doing that. He's very, very
1 away from 2
hard
really
to
important ults.
anticipate.
Well, this
He's
round
gonna
could
be
get pretty
down
wild.
short. Potentially an opportunity to find Mr. Fallen.
Yeah,
Okay, so this
that's
was what I
the
wanted to
lineup
see
with
how
the
they
fault
were
line,
going to
provide
approach
cover, allow him to
Garage.
take the angle, but
It
the rest
was
of his heading
free.
towards C, and
They
RB greets him.
kind. Does this count as a?
That Foot's been so
Does this
focused
count?
on
Sure. They at least put a man
funneling
here
and
to try
fragmenting
and
into
stop it.
Garage.
Foot going fast because they know they got this for free last time. 1 person over towards A
Still on this line for
to
now.
hold this
Back to
down.
RB.
Mr. Fallon's gonna not realize how
Able to get that
much
against
he's
the
owned
Knives
it.
players against Kiwi.
Because who would walk all the way over
It's
towards the A
crazy.
site with an
There's no
Omen?
follow-up because the Molly's perfect for him. Going back to that line, though, for Buzz. That, I think, is where they're going to end. Otherwise, Mr. Fallen's going to have to go on a crazy lurk, and he's going to get caught. Ooh,
Ooh.
maybe not.
It was just the foot, and he doesn't land it. Pushed off of it for now. He's going to continue to explore. Meanwhile, once again, the hit
So-
towards B, and Stacks with the hold.
It kind
What a
of.
flash out of Mako to helping
kinda-
outside of Garage. And they know where Mr. Fallen was moments
Kind of wasn't
ago, remember?
great in my
Plus,
opinion.
Had a
So
little engagement
when
with
you
him.
know when you have an op that shoots
is, there
and
is
is
no
holding
flash to
this place
So
here,
Stacks is
it means that you
very
have
freely
1
able to just
person
walk
holding over
inside
towards
Nick
A,
because
okay?
of that fast
Which
pivot
which
they're
then means
trying
that the B and
especially
C
Mr.
is
Fallen
normally
gotta
like
keep
this,
at
right? Let's
that
just say a
point.
2-2 for an
Doesn't have the
example.
second
It can be
smoke to cover
multiple,
both
but you're gonna
links
think
at
it's
the
gonna be
same
a
time.
2-2. So once they realize that the op was over towards short, they then needed, in my opinion, to wait.
13 seconds left.
Right,
Mr.
they
Fallen
should then be
see the money,
waiting
it's not
because
great
this
for him. He
person then
wants
gets
to preserve
pushed
this
back,
weapon.
and then there's a question mark
Keep the
over
Phantom
towards
into the
long,
next.
and then you're gonna wait
no
for them
help
to
RB
go
is
into like a
just here.
2-1-2.
Actually,
Instead,
that's well,
we
really
push the
far
upper
away.
back,
That's well
and then we
done.
instantly hit
Another
B,
prime game
but
of
they're
flaws
still
for
gonna have
DRX.
2 people here,
Four.
and they should know about that.
4. I mean, you keep counting, you might end up finding yourself the most in a half like this.
But yeah, I mean, it was just an
Here's what I'm
individual
saying,
play
though,
from Stacks,
No
but
util thrown his way at all.
I don't know. I didn't
Foot, for this
like it.
composition, you cannot start to rely on those dry fights that
You
saw
saw the
on front
rotate
line.
coming in from the server over
Especially on
towards spawn.
attack. Maybe on defense you can do a little bit more of that. Trying to find the defaulting players isolated. Where's the
Forces
shift
them
in
down to
strategy
eco.
here? It's like we're watching
Rough
the
start
ASC
for
game
Foot.
all over again.
Still looking for the magic 4
They're
if they
going
can
right
get
back
it.
in to
That's
try
what
to
I'm kind of
challenge RB
believing.
to try to break the util inside a garage.
But DRX are ready for it. The paranoia, the stun. Kiwi's dead again.
That's like 3 times.
If you're the
he
owner
dies
of an
first,
RV,
doing
would you make
exact
the
same
team
thing. It's the
swim or
same
walk
mark
back
from Mr.
home?
Fallen.
Damn, dude.
This time it might find value.
Yeah, I'll just change some roles. Change some comps.
It's desperation right now too.
If they win this, with this many people alive,
Call to come
you
into
have
A. Mr. Fallen
3
almost
people that are on 9k. Sorry, 4 people.
And even when he dies, they continue forward. It will not them the sight this time, but remember the retake was perfect. 4 DRX on this pistol. Oh, and they've got tools. Full house of ults.
Just wonder how much desperation Foot really feel here. Do they dare invest one of their ults in an attempt to secure this? It's such a difficult decision. You're down 5 rounds in an elimination map. Traded Buzz, drop the weapon.
Yeah,
the
and
ops.
they
Went for
haven't
lighter
done the
weaponry,
research.
but
They
it's Sax
don't.
who cleans things up.
Okay, I'm worried.
Swapped it with Stacks, who's throwing Utah
I'm worried
back.
for them, man. Oh, DRX do the same
That
retake
aftershock
every
kill's too
single
good.
time, and they're in
Buzz dropping
positions where
down
they're going to
actually
get wrecked by the
completely locks him in
util.
there.
That's twice now.
It's kill or be killed. Actually, in that instance, it's kill and be killed. There's no way out.
Yeah.
Very nice from DRX though. Don't
This is flat
don't
from
get it
Foot once
twisted.
again, and
This
just
is
so
insane
strong
from
DRX.
them. They're
I
looking
mean,
really,
full
really
credit to
good.
them
It's
to be able to show what they showed on
it's
Bind.
crazy dominant.
Disjointed,
It is
no
crazy
ideas,
dominant at the moment.
form
but-
missing. Rocco's at the bottom of the leaderboard in that first half of Bind. Now to this. Everybody.
Is it actually the same retake? Yeah.
RB continuing that neon form on Killjoy. The flex on this team.
It's breach damage.
It's working great.
Stun. It covers all of this.
Finally a shift for Foot.
Recon's the same. Actually, they have they have 2 different
2 on
recons
the
that they
side,
use,
but he's
but
gonna get smoked off.
it's pretty much the same. I actually think Lofar did a video on it,
Remember, DRX
so they
still
could
have
just watch
5
that
ults
as
in their
well if they
name.
want it easy there on paper.
None of them invested in
Laid
the
out
previous
for them,
round.
are they?
They might ult this because they had control of short. And opt not to. Might be the Jet who got tagged, but Buzz here.
He's got the dash up. He's got the op in hand. Target's close by. Found. And he gets away. Looking for the
Ooh,
second, not
nice
converted.
reply. 1 person here, small
Nice play by
window.
Kiwi in the one
2
way.
on 2 on side. The Stacks want to
Buzz
use
keeps it to him.
his ult. With Zest has a recon as well if he wants to try to get information. Not in the best position to use it.
Slow things down though.
Cut sound, making it look like they could go
Go for
elsewhere.
execute.
I say that. They actually kind of instantly use their
Mosh
util.
pit. Almost
3
exactly
people on
following
site, maybe?
Fair away.
Omen's gonna
Sax
get
is in
here?
trouble here. Has to reposition.
Yeah, there's too many
He
people.
does. Zest and Sax
Missed their
holding
window.
sight. Mako's there too.
Yeah, very, very nice from DRX.
We're off
Really,
the
really
rails
strong.
on
Managed
this
to get
one.
3 people
DRX
into
are
sight.
Stomping Foot.
I think DRX stepped on this stage,
Yeah, they
Lost that first half.
cut sound for long enough, so
and now they're looking at us and they're all saying, "You really
they
thought."
just could have 2
Y'all
people
thought.
on
Y'all
site
really thought.
and 1 person close.
And it's funny because in that first game, while I looked at them and it maybe looked dejected a little bit, they at some points were still smiling, laughing, knowing the map veto.
It's funny that you say that too, because even watching them, DRX walks right by us when they're walking off the stage, and even watching them walk
Whereas
off
the
the
foe we
stage
saw in
online,
Bind, bruh,
it's all
this is what I'm
smiles.
saying. It's like
All fist bumps. Their
each team,
spirits were up, and
when you're looking at
what
teams,
you're
you need to
saying is
look
that
at
they
each
know-
map
they know the
individually.
battle, they know what to perform, and they know that they can convert.
Because the amount of times where we'll look at and even I fall for it, I fell for it big time as well. Like Genji, they were very, very good at like 2 maps, and I was watching them and they got these 2 maps all the time, and I was like, damn Genji, you're incredible. But then we start seeing them on more maps, and you're actually like, oh wait, they're not as good as I first thought.
First one didn't even get any value. In fact, I'd say it was anti-value. After the timeout, they went for the same garage take like 3 times in a row. I mean, Kiwi went 8-0 in first kills. Yeah, you want to try to enable that guy to do damage, but like that where he's getting split up every round against RB, it's definitely not the play.
Alright, another eco. Man, feels like we've been holding on to this for a while. Feels like we've been holding on to both of these for a while, actually.
Still 5 ults for DRX. They've had them for what feels like an eternity.
What is that TP? Are you kidding me?
Just by himself.
Oh my god.
What is going on right now?
He did find 2 big ones, and that felt like I'm going to make a play. He did, but can they convert around it?
Nah, you gotta convert this. They need the rounds. Kiwi survives on 1 HP.
They're investing so much.
Oh man, okay. They invested a lot of ults into this as well. It feels... Yeah, it feels desperate is what it feels.
This game might be over when Buzz just does some things like that, and also Foot is... What is that play?
Yeah, very nice from Buzz.
You get 2 kills, okay, sure.
Very nice from Buzz. Stacks did good. I mean, Mr. Fallon did incredible to get this into a 3v5 at the beginning.
Off of the TP allows him to get those 2 kills. That's a detail that we missed. But I don't get the follow-up. I don't get it. Why is there no push onto A if he's going for that?
Yeah, and they're also... I agree. It almost reeked of that other round that I was talking about, right? Where we had the Opera and then they hit over towards B. They didn't leave enough time, so all the rotates... They're actually going into like a site where they're rotating from C. Like there's the chance of them having a lot of people here is really high.
Mr. Fallen from up top, and he's ripped right back down. And they still have 2 numbers here. That's well done by Kiwi. Get him to a 2v2. They don't have the spike though; it's out of reach.
They would love this round. They need it. They need the hero play. And it's gonna have to be an ace hero play.
Trying to play around the crowd burst. Spike
Okay,
gathered, and
very nicely done from DRX. But yeah, just again, just going on to the other rounds. 2 people go down over towards A. The rotation is gonna come in, right? You lose two people on A, you expect them to just instantly hit over towards A, try and get some map control. So when you're running through here, you're either going here or you're on your route here, and they're hitting B so fast that the rotates are just here again, most likely number-wise. I just... Yeah, well, the 4 that I was needing to see to start being a believer is not here. We're at 1. Maybe we could get half, but yeah. They've had lockdown for so long, since like round 6, right? I think.
Does have space for this lockdown now.
I mean, this is the round that worked before. They did have a Fish ult that helped, but the split over towards C is the round that worked before. Yeah, Mako's smokes are just everything. He's either smoking here or here, and it just creates so much space for his team to get out or him to rotate, and it's just perfect. Man, what a sick half from them. Super dominant.
That is beautiful. That's what you expect from a DRX Haven. That's what you expect from a DRX in group stages. Where has this been? Maybe the sub, as heavily as it's been criticized, is exactly what they needed down the line in long term.
11-1 in favor of DRX, and the rest of this, barring some insane miracle, is just a formality.
Yeah, 4 is what was needed, 1 is what they get. There's a small chance for them if they get the pistol and if they work out the same tell that Team Secret had. I'm not feeling confident.
They have no chance to come back.
No. Okay. Okay.
I didn't need more. You asked, so I just gave it to you. Anyway, point is over, though. This is not good. No. But it's also showing the same issue that Foot had yesterday against attacking Soul, or against attacking Soul.
It does feel very similar.
Where are the layers?
Yeah, it's also the 3rd pistol round in a row that DRX have won, which isn't helpful at all for Foot's chances.
Knew it was GG when I said Haven was a good map for Foot. I actually said it was a bad map for both of these, really. I said it was a map that they both like to float, but they've both been kind of losing.
In the second half of Fracture. Yeah. Or maybe even the first half by making mistakes.
Monkey Meatloaf, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the gifted, Zesh. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here as well.
Heading forwards, or maybe even closed it out in a 2-0. As soon as it gets to map 3,
thank you for that, mate. Thank you for the gifted, Monkey Meatloaf.
They're smiling because they know they're still going to champs, but they've essentially given up at this point, I think.
Yeah. Parla said, where was this DRX the entire time in the group stage as well? I'll tell you where it was. I mean, it was with this.
The DRX looked to improve our Haven. It was their attack that was always pretty poor.
But my God,
so
I've never seen such fluctuation.
Let's see. We might not get to see much of their attack. We could literally see like 2 rounds. But
imagine they've essentially come into Masters Tokyo with half as much practice as all the other top teams. That's what they've done by messing around with their roster this much. And look at how good they look when they've actually played a map where they're not really being... listen, they're not being pushed as much by Foot. I think Foot are playing a pretty atrocious attack side. And now we're going into DRX's better side of Haven as well. This map is done. The series is done. We're essentially doing our post-show now. But yeah, I'm honestly... whatever, GB, take it away.
You know what? Well, hopefully for FUT's sake, you aren't talking to us.
How do you evaluate region strength? I don't really talk about region strength too much. Like every team's its own different beast. Region strength is like a weird gauge. So what are we doing? Just judging it all by 10 teams?
Timothy Williams with Esports Douglas.
I'd rather judge a region of how many people like have potential of winning this event.
We saw Na'Vi, the 4th seed, leave yesterday, and Foot right now on the precipice of doing just the same.
What if Ata gets 0 kills? Wait, is he on 0 kills?
Another EMEA domino poised to fall.
Oh no, man.
At the hands of DRX, RB.
I haven't seen someone Slayer at LAN for a while. There we go. All you have to do is mention it. I told you, we got some powers here.
Nicely held. They're gonna try to get back in to get the spike. What? How does he get away with that?
I love Buzz. That guy's crazy too.
Whoa.
That was well done. Kiwi never saw him.
Nice bait on that one
He
as well.
came in on the flank. And Bosch was just spamming him through the wall that entire time. That's ridiculous. It's like he was tracking him.
Yeah,
right.
he was just tagging them.
The are there for the Foot players. They've already qualified for champs. Maybe that was a goal for them.
Yeah, this Omen flasher was huge.
But I can't help
but think
what I said at the beginning of the day, where that
kind of nuts
feel
pistol,
like
to be honest.
For them. Obviously, yes, it is over the grand scheme of things. Their season allowed for that. The fact that they're here at Tokyo, but was it really them? Who got them there? Yeah, they got the win, but you think Na'Vi should have gone much further.
Stacks focus on the turret. There are bigger fish to fry.
There's 2 marshals on an anti-eco right now. It's like we're playing ranked. When you need to snowball the bonus, those sorts of things. That one is that's Scratcher.
We had a couple of those. TRX cut noise and now push forward. RB falls. Off the paranoia. It's well handled though. This is still very doable. You're now just having Kiwi show up, but Ata Captain holds him back with
there we
4
go.
on his own. Dashing forward into the ace. Oh, he almost had it. Still has the shot at the classic and it delivers.
Well, he started off pretty slow. He's heating up.
Ata Captain gets crucial ace while down 11-3. It's an embarrassment.
Do they just buy?
And I don't know which one I want more than
Yeah, double marshal, right?
So right here if I want the ace. You already got one. That would have been ridiculous. Okay. Look at this from Foot. We're getting in the round right now, and they're going super aggressive down middle. Aftershock through. Breach ult down mid.
Oh my god, okay, yeah. He has the ult, they decide to go for it. We do buy rifle into this one. We still have one of the marshals. They took a good amount of map control. They didn't get anything for it. Nice reaction from DRX, just fully falling back over towards the ball. And they'll kind of take this. They only lost a bit of map control, right? And they kind of don't know about the passing over towards A. So there's a lot of question marks for DRX, but in terms of what they got out of it, not too bad. Even with that, that's a great kill. And they know most likely they're going to be some kind of reaction when we go down into like a 1-1-2.
I think the initial execute where they're aftershocking stuff, that stuff is definitely planned. They run that. That's a bonus round.
Stabilizers. We get the 1-1-2 that we were talking about. And we shall see how they want to approach it.
Stacks holding things nicely. Like
just beat the sun on this one, and yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. In terms of, we'll start looking at the next rounds because this retake's gonna be pretty much impossible. It's only Kiwi that can't buy.
Cracks up in heaven, looking for a life to take with him. Instantly smoked off. The spam not finding it. Masha's to push forward with this. Well done to handle Blaz. A Krax 1v3 would be something special here. 1v2 now. Tucking to
Time
Smoke
super
and
low.
right back out, but the spike is becoming a factor. Time
Okay,
is not
very
on his
nicely
side,
done.
And neither is his health. DRX gets to 12.
9 of them.
Probably the toughest group stage ever for DRX.
Yeah,
Known
and
as
maybe they
group
got
stage
punished for not
demons.
upgrading the second Marshal with the stacks
gotta
here
figure
because,
something out.
because the person to trade this was a
match
Marshal.
Looks like they have.
So I think if he doesn't have a Marshal there, that's a normal trade.
1 round away now. It's match point. It's series point.
And
1 round
yeah,
away from
maybe
exiting
they-
groups, going over towards playoffs.
Maybe they suffer for not
1
doing
round away
the
from sending
instant
Foot
upgrade there.
It's crazy though for Foot in the face of a beating so devastatingly
That
defeating, still
is
smiling.
wild.
May have.
Just spam
They
it.
just spammed him back. Did they look into
you
this
see
and
the
there's
ball
something
still
that
on
he
the
does
wall.
util wise? All the time from this
Chalk
area in the
outlining his
open.
body.
That's
They really think
crazy.
that they're pushing down mid, just like they did on that bonus. Cool little spam too from RB in the case that that was true. DRX is not taking this any differently than they have before. Not allowing this lead to slip whatsoever, I think. Is in their best interest. So this is the classic CX.
For gamble
DRX has been running
with
this
the,
forever.
with they think there's an
So
A hit
good.
coming in. They
Buzz
gamble
has
on
so many
this.
different lines he can
They
take.
definitely don't have the read that Team Secret have.
They
Is
just go for
they're
the
being
basic. There's
very
nobody even here to receive.
yeah.
Kiwi has a judge.
I don't want to give too much away, but this is solid. Gonna have to see a
Okay,
bit of a
Buzz down.
hero play
that's a start.
to get them back in here. This is gonna be hard.
Close off the stacks.
They
Well,
all play.
Thunder
Oh man,
has smoke
DRX
here,
do
though,
this
so
all the time.
I'm
They
not
play
fully
off-site
sure if I completely
against
agree
a
with you.
smoker, but they do
I
at
feel
least
right
have stacks as ult, so they can get them off the
Versace
initial
has a shock,
touch.
too.
But
Especially
yeah,
how
I
close they
forgot
are.
that DRX do this all the time.
Smoked off. Mako playing up close in Cubby. RB with the nano. So that's now 3 pieces of utility to consider. The Rolling Thunder, the Shock Dart,
Smoke goes
the
in,
They're going to get it the whole way.
and
the
we
nano.
get it half.
There's the Rolling Thunder pushing him forward.
They do
The
take
fight
down the
taken.
smoker as well.
So far, the fight won. Kitsax won.
Okay, it's oh man. Yeah.
That would have been a finish. But alas, we play
Nice round
another.
from Foot. Very nice round from Foot.
They were both stunned up. I don't know
How have they
that's
not learned
was
from the
thick.
whole of the Pacific season? It's killing me.
That thing was thicker than Josh's mustache.
Yeah, they had a big read into this
That
one
thing
though.
was
Had a big read into that. You saw the ping come
saw
down and they
spam there,
double
RB.
spammed. 2
banana.
people
That thing
spamming
came
that.
really late too.
Can't believe they have a default where well actually I can't believe they have a default where they could get
Just to even
spammed.
get them to that
People do it
point.
with a shock
Goes
dart
to
as
that
well in the
breach shot coming
reverse.
from Saxy,
Right,
rotated
9
garage,
chances
managed to
down
get
to
a
8.
head-on breach shot to
A
get
little bit of a
everybody.
mistake there, in my opinion, from DRX going down towards C against the smoker. But I kind of understand it. They had a lot of
Kiwi's
util
short.
to play the
Get yourself
afterpart with.
him. Dodge the paranoia. Well done.
It's a low buy here from DRX.
Big Joel.
Knives of Buzz though
I mean
could put an
that.
end to this thing, and they might just do that.
Just now taking damage after getting 2 kills.
They have to do another retake with the man disadvantage.
Are the knives what decide the series?
They all get guns now.
This broken by is broken no longer. They've all upgraded weapons. At this point, Foot feeling like they're 6 feet under and just waiting for the final procession to close things up. And that's
God,
exactly
what
it's
an
gonna
I mean, what an insane
be.
map
Kratz
from
pushing
Buzz.
forward. The
Yeah,
Blade's
what an
not
insane
doing it,
map
but
from him.
Sax
Okay.
does. DRX
And we get our 7th team.
and punch
We
their
get our
ticket to
7th team.
playoffs.
Really strong Haven from them. The defense half was great. Buzz was incredible.
It was Lambert.
Watch out,
We
don't fall
really
off the
thought there was
stage,
a
bro.
chance. We really thought there was a chance. And DRX might fall in groups. We already saw one legendary team.
Yeah, DRX never lose
yesterday fall
groups.
in
Come on.
groups, but not DRX. At this point, you can crown them the group stage kings. They will go 4 events in a row, qualifying for playoffs.
Yeah, and Foot, we see them again at champs.
Bigger crown
We see them
still
again
out
at
there.
champs, but only 2 EMEA teams now left in
They've
it.
been here, they've done this.
2
As you were
Pacific,
saying, it
3
wasn't easy, it was
Americas, 2
But
EMEA.
they got there. Now they can turn attention towards what's been so elusive to them.
And honestly, DRX always comes back strong.